Hey, how you doing? Austin here. So every now and then it's fun to look at some of these stories, and you can see on the screen that this is one of my favorite sites, Watcher News, and they do these what they call Throwback Thursdays. Okay, and so this one is talking about when a truck driver quit his job after making 1.7 million from Shiba Inu. Okay, so I want to caveat this up front. I think that these type of pieces of content are fun sometimes because they illustrate a very interesting point, and they really go to the heart of why people invest in tokens like Shiba Inu and Saitama and some of those others. Okay, and I want you to know that I get it. All right, and now I talk about this all the time. How you don't put money into speculative tokens that you can't afford to lose. I still believe that. I still talk about that all the time. But it's interesting to look at some of these tokens and to look at relatively small amounts. Like I believe that this individual put about $600 in, and ultimately was very early into Shiba Inu, but ultimately walked away with 1.7 million. But I will also tell you that that is not a stress-free journey. We've all been around this block, right? If you've been in crypto for a while, there are ups and there are downs, right? And if you've put this money in and you're looking at it like, oh my God, this could change my life and things like that, it is not a stress-free journey. There is highs and there is lows. And again, I would always tell you. Videos for entertainment purpose only, right? But I would always tell you that don't put money into any token that you cannot afford to lose. And I'm not saying that in a bad way about any token. I've said that about Shiba. I've said it about Saitama. I say it about Ethereum, okay? It's one of those things where just don't spend the rent money. Don't spend the mortgage money. Don't spend the kids' college fund or whatever it may be. But these are fun. These are fun. All right, so let's take a look at this. So basically, real quickly, there it is. So a truck driver quit his job in May 2021 after making 1.7 from Shiba Inu, and he basically put that money in. He was real early in late 2020, I believe, with $670. Okay, so yeah, because the stories are crazy about early people. Remember, there was somebody who put like 8,000 in, and it was worth, I think, billions. If I remember, that was a while ago. I've slept since then. That was, But the point of it is that it can happen. But I would always be the voice of reason to tell you that, hey, it is a journey that has ups and has downs and has a lot of twists and turns in any token, not just Shiba Inu, but any token. All right. So moving down here, this was basically one of the owners of the trucking company that this particular individual, who never revealed his identity. This was a tweet that one of the trucking company that he worked for. He basically just said, "Hey, this is what happened." Okay, and it was cool that the guy had kids, and he was basically just walking away to spend more time with his family and things like that. There's another one right here. Just recently, remember this story? A warehouse store manager named Rob retired at the age of 35. He invested 8,000 in SHIB, and it ballooned to $1 million a month ago. So that was another one. But this is kind of the rest of the theme, right? So Shiba Inu and other cryptos can be stressful yet rewarding. Again, I would tell you all of these scenarios. It's not just a magical journey, right? But it can happen. And I've seen it in my Patreon group. I've seen it in my private group. I've seen it in comments on videos that if you really break it down, the reason that people, get into tokens like Shiba Inu and Saitama and some of these others is the price point, right? And you can put a relatively small amount of money in it, and you have these significant chances of making quite a bit if you stay the course and if you believe in the project. I would really tell you, don't just start going throwing money at just all these different tokens. You need to believe in the project. You need to believe in what they're doing and truly believe in the executive dev team. Just make sure you do your due diligence around these things. Excuse me, which is what I try to do. It's what I try to do for my patrons, my private members. I try to do that as much as I can to help, even you guys, the videos I bring you, the content I bring you, to try to help you navigate these waters. Because we're all here for a very simple reason. I said this the other day. We're trying to buy cryptos, buy them for X and sell them for Y, and we want to make profits in the middle. Obviously, well, duh, Austin. But again, that's why we're here, right? And navigating crypto can be sometimes a stressful journey, and there are definitely ups and there are definitely downs. There is a tremendous amount of volatility in crypto, and you just gotta navigate the waters as best you can and try to minimize risk. But it is cool to see these life-changing stories. I have a good one I tell all the time about one of my private members who, after the last Shiba Inu run, made enough money. He was a cook in a developing country, and he was very giving focused. And he took his profits from the last Shiba Inu, and he was going to go and use those profits to feed 200 kids who were going to go without meals. And he was a cook. He was going to go feed 200 kids for 1 year. Okay, that is also kind of the stuff I love to hear about. I love to hear about how, Shiba Inu and anything, it doesn't even matter if it's Shiba Inu or Cardano or whatever it is. I love to hear about how crypto is changing people's lives, because that's really what it's about, right? It's about doing good with your gains, and that could be doing good for yourself, your family, friends, things of that nature. That's what I'm always looking at. Okay, so with that said, hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, remember I got my Patreon group. I mentioned it a couple times. Links in the description. Check it out. If you want early buy notices when I'm looking at new coins and new tokens, I let my patrons know first, and things of that nature. And if you just want to be part of a community, if you just want more Austin in your life, then you can get that. I keep it as cheap as possible. You can join and cancel at any time. I have an annual option if you want to save some cash as well. It links in the description. When you click on that, it's going to take you to this page. Would love to help you. That's what I really care about. And if, by the way, if there are any patrons who are watching this video, and if you want to drop a comment below, just let people know what your thoughts are on it. I would love to, if you give any insight, right? It's always better when it comes from somebody else who's living it to say, hey, this is my experience, etc. So with that said, take it easy. Go make some money. Bye.